watching Trackish presented by Brooks. I'm Joshua Potts, Mr. Pottsable, and we are here to talk to the best high school track and field athletes across the country and share their stories on the biggest stage. And forgive me, because it ain't track and field anymore, it's cross country. And we're on the road to the Brooks Cross Country Championships happening on December 12th this year in sunny San Diego at Balboa Park, where Olympic champions were birthed, where world champions were made, and so many great professional athletes were produced. This journey to Brooks XC started a couple months ago in June. That's where we saw 3 boys and 3 girls earn Brooks Cross Country golden tickets, bypassing themselves past the regional championships and automatically giving them a spot at Brooks XC this December. For our golden ticket update here on Trackish, we're going to focus on the boys this week, where we've seen Marcelo Montacon, Rule Newberry, and Drew Beroset earned their golden tickets earlier this year. Montacon earned it because he was a top underclassman at the Brooks Cross Country Championships last year. Then Newberry and Beroset earned it by being top underclassmen at the Brooks PR Invitational and the 1 mile and the 2 mile. But more importantly, the South region is stacked. All 3 of these boys are coming from the South, and this gives a huge advantage because the South won last year. They dominated with 34 points, 4 boys in the top 10, and all 3 of these boys could do that exact same thing this year. And one of them is Drew Beroset, who we just talked to, who has aspirations of finishing on national podiums this season. Drew Beroset has a great track runner, ran 4 flat twice this past year within 4 days. He also broke 150 this year. He's really done it all and had a great season last year doing cross country. So without further ado, let's hear from Drew Beroset, the golden ticket winner who's heading into his senior year cross country season. Joining us now on Trackish is Drew Beroset. Man, it's incredible to have you on here. Got to witness you qualify for the Brooks Cross Country Championships at Brooks PR, running the great last 400 meters to finish runner-up as the top underclassman, bro. And then you had just a great summer just in general. But before we get into everything, just how are you doing, Drew? How are you doing before the cross country season starts?
I'm doing great. I'm amped to get back on the grass. It's a long summer, long track season. So cross country is always fun, getting back with the team and getting on the grass. So I'm doing good. Looking forward to racing soon.
So let's just get right into it. Brooks PR, that was the last time I got to see you race. You raced the mile there. You ran fantastic, ran 4 flat. You went into that race in that last 400 meters. You took over Yosuke Shibata, and you were the lead underclassman at that point, putting you in prime position to qualify for the Brooks Cross Country Championships. We have the video right here as well, too. I'm really just curious, at this point, when you passed Shibata with 400 meters to go, were you thinking about, man, I can get this Brooks XC spot? Now, were you just thinking about, I need to catch Rowell? What was going through your mind in this last 400?
Honestly, at this point, I wasn't thinking about the golden ticket. I was hurting too much to think about it, but I had my eyes on Brian's back, and I knew if I stuck to him, I could get a fast time because the goal was sub 4. So I was just trying to. I wasn't really worried about the golden ticket at that point, but I was just trying to hold on to them because I was hurting.
And so, like you said, a couple of days before this, you almost broke 4 minutes at the Festival of Miles, and now you're at Brooks PR, last 100 meters. Were you just looking at the clock, or it was just all competing with Brian here?
When I came on the last turn, I kind of knew I wasn't going to catch Dylan, but I still wanted to beat Brian, and I was still watching the clock. I thought I still had a chance. Like I was really close, so I was watching that clock, but I had a feeling I wasn't going to catch Dylan, but. I didn't know at this point when I finished the race, I had no idea if I'd broken it or not. So I was kind of trying to figure out if I had done it or not.
When did you realize that, man, I got the golden ticket too?
Honestly, I was like, I think I was throwing up after the race. So when they handed me the golden ticket, I was like, oh my goodness, like I forgot this was like a thing. Like I was really excited because I thought about it before the race because I was like, that'd be really cool to like get the golden ticket for Brooks. I just like have it at my desk right in front of me actually, but I was super amped. Like when I finished and I found out I had won it, I was like, oh my goodness, let's go. I'm so excited because Brooks looked so much fun looked like so much fun last year.
You had the disappointment of like not breaking 4 minutes, but it's kind of weird to even say disappointment because like you ran 4 flat like again, which is wild as like a junior. But was it just like made that moment a little bit sweeter, like finishing runner up, Brooks PR, and things of that nature.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I was a little disappointed, but honestly, I was more proud and happy than anything. Like when I got the golden ticket, and I ran really well, all things considered, and getting second at Brooks is definitely nothing to be ashamed about. So it definitely made it a little better, but I mean, I was still really excited and happy with my performance. So it was great.
And you're now in a position where you've done just about everything you can do, like in high school, distance running, low key, just being right there, the breaking 4 minutes, and you almost accomplished so many feats, and you did it all really this summer within 4 days of each other, running four flat 68 and 4 minutes with 92 milliseconds as well, which is just incredible. Was that encouraging? Was it frustrating, or both to be that close to breaking 4 minutes?
I think it was a little bit of both. I think it was a little disappointing that I was like that close that many times, and like like twice in the same week. I was a little discouraged, but also like being able to run four flat twice in 1 week shows like I'm right there, and like I was really fit. Like so, it gave me like it was a little bit of both because like if you can run four flat twice in 1 week, like you're right there. Like you can totally do it in the right race. So it's kind of both.
I want to get back to cross country, but before we do that, like I said, your junior year, you accomplished a lot, Drew. Like you beat basically every single high school distance barrier that a boy can dream of. So I want to do a blind rank podium of these high
Okay.
school distance barriers that people are chasing. All right. And so we're
All right,
going to
let's do
go
it.
gold, silver, bronze, and then we have one that's also off the podium. So first up,
Gotcha.
breaking 150 in the 800. Where do we put that on the podium?
Ooh, that was pretty tough. That was like my last 800 I did this year. I broke 150, and I was super excited. That was a goal all season. So I'm gonna go two. I think I'm gonna go two, breaking 150.
There you go. And you're more of a speed guy too, so I bet that was kind of like an honor being able to do that. All right, yeah, okay. Makes
Yeah,
sense. Makes sense.
I was excited. Yeah,
Breaking 9 in the 3200. Where does that rank for you?
I was pretty excited when I did that, but I think it's a little bit lower. Probably I might be like four is bad, but I might have to put that at four. I don't know. I'm gonna put that at four.
Right off the podium.
Let's
That's
see.
fair. It's
Yeah.
fair. It's fair. About breaking 15 in the 5K.
I think that's a good three. I think that's like perfect because I didn't break 15 until this year, so I think that's perfect three for me.
Man, you played this perfectly, man. Breaking 4 minutes in the mile. That's
That's
number
the
one
one
for
for
you,
sure.
obviously.
Yeah. Oh, obviously. Yeah. I nailed that. Let's go.
Did you imagine like your freshman year, like you're already running great, but did you imagine like by junior year you'd be on the verge of breaking 4 minutes?
You know, you're like you dream about that kind of stuff, but to actually like be able to do it and be that close, like I know like freshman year me would be so excited right now, like for all things that I'm gonna do. So yeah, I mean, I kind of thought about it when I was a freshman, but to actually do it is really amazing. I'm so happy.
And you're really so much different than your freshman year. Back in 2025 of this time last year, you made a big move transferring the Gulf Coast in Florida to McCallie in Tennessee. And I was reading on your IG, you were saying that I'm super excited, but also scared because I've never had to do anything like this before. This isn't a
hmm
goodbye rather than a see you later. What was
hmm
some of the most challenging parts about that transition from Florida to Tennessee? Someone was telling me that it may be the hills in Tennessee that got you, but I don't know.
Yeah, those hills are tough, but honestly, the toughest thing for me is like I said, I've never done anything like that. I've lived in the same town for 15 years. Went to the same school since kindergarten. Been with the same people since kindergarten. Like it's the hardest part was like I was happy and comfortable there. It's the hardest part. Like leaving somewhere where you're happy and comfortable. But sometimes I think it's a good thing, and I think it ended up working out for me. But I'm really lucky to have my family and all my friends who were supportive of the whole thing. So it made it a lot smoother transition than I thought it would be.
When you transition to an unfamiliar place, you were still able to excel. How were you able to do that? And what were the things maybe behind the scenes people didn't see that helped you to still excel this past season?
I think it's just like having like a good like support around you, like support group around you. Like when I first got to McCallie, I ran with all my teammates like the first day I got there, and they're all like super excited to have me. Like I felt like I mean we were literally best friends after the first day. Like I felt like I'd known these guys for years. So, and Coach Stoker, my coach, like I knew him before I moved, and he was just super excited to have me and like made me feel at home. And I feel like I've been like at Macaulay for multiple years, and this is only my second year. So it's just really having a good supporting like group around you. And my parents, my brother, they all love it, and they're all supportive of everything. So I think it's just a really good supporting group around you, and a good group of people who have goals.
You always need that wherever you go. And in Florida, it seemed like you definitely had that too, where you had amazing battles. Like I have to go back to this, man, to your freshman year in Florida. I'm gonna pull up a clip too for we can watch a little bit. But in Florida, you battled against such tough competition, including Patrick Kuhn and Marcelo Montacon in the Florida State Championship. You and Marcelo were freshmen. He finished second overall. You finished fourth overall. What stands out about how these battles in Florida really prepared you for what you're going through now?
I think it's just honestly like I don't think I've ever hurt more than I hurt in this race in my entire life, just holding on as much as I could. So I think just like this, I think the mental game, honestly, like being like tough minded, and knowing it's gonna hurt a lot. Because man, I finished this race and I was like, holy crap, I'm like in a world of hurt right now. So I think just like having that like race my freshman year really like gave me confidence. Because I mean, I wasn't that far behind Patrick, Marcelo, and Graham and all of them. So, and they're like Graham and Patrick were seniors at the time. And I'm like, wow, I can like really, I can hang with them. So it really just gave me a lot of confidence knowing I can go out and run with a lot of people, run a lot of fast people. So
How special is it to kind of be still racing Marcelo and seeing him, what he's doing in Florida, and you guys still get to meet with each other in the Nike Elite program and other things and at national meets and what like?
it's great. Like when you're a freshman, we kind of talked about how, like, I mean, everyone kind of thought like talked about like our freshman year, like how many battles we'd have, like all the way from freshman to senior year. And even though I moved, like I still talk to him all the time. I still race him a lot. So it's really special because he's like a really good friend of mine. And he's a really good guy. So it's like it's cool because we're good friends when we're not racing, but we know when we're racing, you know, we really want to beat each other. So it's a good relationship we have, and I'm thankful for him.
Some final questions for you as you prepare for cross country, and we just end out trackish. But before we get there, we got to play What's Your Track Ish. So this is where we're gonna have some hard hitting questions. We're gonna learn more about what you love about cross country that's not winning. You ready for that?
Got you. Okay, let's go.
Here we go. Night races or morning races? Which do you prefer?
Night races,
Just
100%.
atmosphere, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a race at night. I feel like I'm running faster at night. I don't know. It's something about that. I don't know.
Is stopping your watch at the finish line a sin?
Okay, I got mixed emotions on that because I used to do that, but now like I feel like it is. I don't race with the watch at all anymore. So I think it is. Like I don't think you gotta just you can't worry about that. You gotta run through the line. So I feel like it is.
Long run or track workout? Which do you prefer?
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but track workout. I don't love long runs. I don't know. I like hitting a good track workout with some friends. It's fun.
Do you say running shoes or trainers?
Trainers, honestly. Yeah, I just prefer trainers. Yeah.
There we go. Last one. Moment you knew you were fast.
Middle school, my 8th grade year. They had like this local track meet that we always do in middle school, and they just asked everybody like, "Do you want to go out and do it?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll go do it." And I think I ran like 4:33 that day. So I was like, shoot, I might be pretty good at this.
You've already won a Tennessee State title. You've won an NXR Southeast title. You got a Brooks Golden ticket. Like, what else do we really want to accomplish in your senior year? You've done a lot in the past 3 years.
The biggest thing for me, obviously like the team state title is very important, but I think the biggest thing that I feel like I haven't accomplished yet is like NXN. I haven't conquered that course yet. That course is tough. I was my first timer in NXN last year, and that course just kicked my butt. So I definitely want to go back and not get some revenge, but you know, maybe run a little better and maybe get a podium at NXN. That's the goal.
Going into this year, you have a golden ticket as well, the Brooks XC. How has having a golden ticket now affected maybe your mental going into this season, but also even a training as well, where you'll be competing on the last week of high school cross country this year?
I think, well, the reason you asked me before this interview is when I'm racing, and I told you it's pretty late. is because that's one of the reasons because of going to Brooks XC because I don't even know when it is, but it's like December like 18th or something like that. It's pretty late, so you gotta be like mentally, you gotta be ready to like extend your cross country season until mid December, which is sometimes hard to do because by the end of the season you're kind of like I need a little break before track. So I think that's just the biggest thing is just not overdoing it before those big meets because those are the ones that I'm most excited about.
All right, so we got two things. I'll let you get out of here. We always like to do this on Trackish, some new things we're starting. And so this segment is called Group Run. This is where I'm going to ask my interviewers a question. And usually the past interview would have just asked you a question as well, just where we share advice and just tips about running as well. So first, I'm going to ask you a question, and then you're going to ask the next person being interviewed a question about advice, running, or anything like that. Does that make sense?
I think so. Okay. I think it does.
This first piece of advice I feel like applies to all cross-country runners starting their season now. How do you deal with emotions that come from really good or really bad performances to start a season? What would be your advice to that?
I think, I don't know, what my dad always says, especially if they're a bad race, is give yourself one day to kind of be sad about it, be upset, and be frustrated about it. Because you can take some time to kind of go over the race, and you can be upset about it for a little bit. But after that one day, gotta flip the switch and get back to it. Be a goldfish, as Ted Lasso always says. So, you gotta on to the next race. You can't even if it's a good race too. You can't just like sit in that good race and like think you're untouchable.
Now, do you have a question that we could probably ask our next guest that would probably help the viewers, any runners at home, you feel like?
Ooh. I guess I don't know how to phrase this question, but
last thing, I'll let you get out of here. What makes running fun for you?
What makes running fun for me is definitely like the team. I don't know if I'd want to do running if I didn't have a team to run with. It's all the runs that you're just laughing on about something stupid that happened at school or something else. We're always talking and laughing on our runs. And if I didn't have that crew around me, I don't know if I'd really like it as much. It's hard to stay motivated when you're doing everything by yourself, in my opinion. So if you have a good group of guys around you that they're goal oriented, but also love to run, I think that's what makes me motivated. That's why I keep running every day.
And that's why you probably even chose to go to Alabama, get to commit there too.
Yep.
You got the A right there. You ready?
Yep, got the A.
That's awesome, man. Well, appreciate you so much for coming through, Drew, on Trackish. We're excited for what you're going to do at Brooks XC months in advance, but especially just around the corner as you open up your season in September, and just wishing you all the best in your training leading up to this cross-country season, man. It's going to be a really exciting senior year.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you having me on today.